Hey everybody, welcome back. Just wanted to mention a couple things here at the beginning of this video. First of all, so we had a friend of ours, Kevin Bailey. He contacted us about a dairy farm in his area that had a big fire here a while back. They've got a GoFundMe going. They're just trying to get some money raised to get things going until their insurance money comes in, because it seems like, I guess it's taken a while for that to come through, and of course the bills never stop. So if that's something that you could help with, I'm sure it would be greatly appreciated, and we'll put a link in for that. And I also just want to say that our thoughts and prayers are with all those, of course, from the fire, but also those who are suffering from this hurricane that's come through. It's just, I guess, been just terrible. It's hit many states and places they didn't even figure it was going to hit. Roads washed out, and just a lot of people missing, a lot of people killed, and livestock, animals, pets, things like that. Just can't even imagine what that's like and what they're going through. So Jen's going to put a couple links in also for donations to help out there. And if you know of any credible, places that you could donate, please put them in the comments to help people to make sure that they know that their donation is getting where it's supposed to. And possibly even donate your time if you're close to an affected area there, clearing roads or whatever. I'm sure that would be much appreciated, and offer your prayers up as well, because I'm sure that also very appreciated. So just try to pull together and help those people, because I know they really need it. September 25th, 2024. Beautiful out this afternoon. It's been a beautiful day. Trying to get one load baled today. I was going to bale earlier, but some of it still seemed a little tough yet, so I let it dry good today, another day, and looks good for a few days yet, so might as well let it get dry. But this is some third crop here. It was kind of thin, it's just grass, but I think it'll make decent hay, nice and fine. So anyway, I'm going to keep plugging away at this, and we'll maybe get a little video of putting this in the barn, and I probably won't bale anymore until tomorrow, so we'll come back for that. Well, I think that one looks really nice. This stuff here was more of just grass. Wasn't really a lot of alfalfa. But this was one of them things where it was Had a couple days and then it was rain. But man, it looks good. It smells really good. I don't really see, there's a little tiny bit of some white, I don't know if it's really a mold or, which I see is pretty common on this, but I upped my amount of wrap this year. Made it a little thicker because I was getting some issues with mold in places, and that seems like that has helped a lot, putting that extra wrap on there. And some of this can be too, because I mean, when you bale your bale, especially with this older baler, you get a little bit of air in the bale. But no, that stuff looks really, really good. Really nice. So I guess the final test will be to get it out for the cows and see what they think of it. Well, it seems to be passing the test. Well, we're here at the chopper, and you can see I got it pretty ripped apart here, more than I figured I was going to have to. So I had it all ready to go, knives sharpened up, greased, oiled, everything. And there's a big roller chain that runs these top two rollers. And I had trouble last year with it. When you get into a lot of corn, it would want to jump. It was loose, and I tried taking the half link out of it, and that wouldn't go. There's the chain here. Then that was too much, and I couldn't really figure out what was going on. So I was going to get a different chain for it this year, put a new chain on it, see if that would tighten it up. Well, I got looking. So this piece here is a side plate for the feed rollers. And this, whoops. So here's where your big sprocket is, and your little one here that chain runs. And this is what puts the tension, your tension springs hooked to. So I seen that it was bent. So you can see it's got a big curve in it right here, and that's supposed to be straight. And it's also cracked loose from this front shaft here. So luckily I have a parts chopper. I got that pulled up over to the garage now. It's a 782 instead of a 790, but a lot of the parts are similar, or exactly the same, or close enough to work, because I've taken some parts off of that already for this, and I'm glad I have it, because I got pricing some parts, and boy, they're not giving them away today, that's for sure. But so I got that pulled up to the garage, the parts one. You kind of got to rip the whole thing apart. You got to pull the whole top roller bank out of there, because this, where am I at here? This big plate here goes on the inside of the frame. So to get that out of there, you got to pull it all out, and then had to put a puller on that end gear to get that off and everything. So anyway, I'm going to be messing with that. Hopefully some today. We got some hay to get baled too, so I'm probably going to go out and start raking that now. And maybe we'll come back to this project here after a bit. But I'm hoping that if I get that new piece in there so it's all straight, that'll tighten up that chain. I still am going to put a better chain on there. I think I've got some around here that's either new or pretty close to new. One other chopper I think's got one that was just replaced. The other parts machine. So, well, we're back at the chopper here now. Jordan's out raking a little bit of hay. I've raked everything, and then he's just tipping some of them again a little bit to bring the bottom up after they've sat a while. So I wanted to work on this some more. So I got the side plate and everything all pulled off the parts one and put on here. You can see this one is nice and straight. Got the sprocket back on. This sprocket, when I pulled it off of this one, I had to put my 3-jaw puller on there And that thing, I had to put quite a bit of pressure. I was really nervous about cracking it because I think that's cast. But it did finally come off. But the other one, I took the bolt out of the end and I gave it a couple of whacks back here and it popped right off. So this one for some reason was stuck pretty good, but it came off good in the end. So that's the main thing. So now I'm going to set this back in here and I'll try to show you some of that. I don't have my GoPro with me, just recording on my phone, so we'll see how that goes. Should probably have new rollers and everything in here too, but that'll be for another day. So get this in and get it going so we can get some corn chopped. Well, there it is. Got the new chain on it. This chain was off the Gale, parts Gale that I got over in the weeds there, and I'm pretty sure we had replaced this chain. I know it's not original chain. It's been replaced. This, I had to put a half link in off of the old one because it was a hair. Didn't quite line up. It was a little bit too long. So, and I don't know, there's still some play in here. It's a lot tighter than it was. The Gales, they have like a hook that comes over like a shoe to run on here for tension, and this one doesn't have anything like that. So I don't know if this decides to keep jumping. I might take that shoe off the Gale and drill a hole in this bracket and mount that in there. I don't see why it wouldn't work. It's pretty much built that way on the Gale because this piece back here floats with the rollers. So, but we'll see. It is a lot tighter than it was. And with this not being bent and broken, that was probably part of the issue, was that it was moving around too much. So we'll find out. I know these sprockets are worn, but like I said, if I can run these for a while yet for the little bit of corn that we chop, you know, it was a few $100s just for this sprocket and this knuckle. I think it was like $500 or something, the price I looked up. But anyway, I can't really tell on this if it's going to work until we get a bunch of corn running through it. So that's going to have to wait till we're chopping to see how that's working. But I'm going to go out now and try to get the rest of them small square bales baled up. Morning, everybody. Just going to wrap this video up, I think. We got the square bales all in the barn. I think we've got kind of a rough figure. There should be about 2,000 small squares up there, and that's way more than we've had in there in a long time. So that's good. There's actually enough in there. If I do my feeding right, there's probably enough in there that I could get by for two winters on that if I had to. So that's a nice to have. Got a little bit left to round bale. I tried yesterday with my baler, and kind of like I figured, it was giving me trouble. That chain baler with that real short, really dry grass, it doesn't like to bale that, and I had trouble with the twines coming off and stuff. So my dad's going to come, I think this afternoon, see if he can bale it with his. If not, I will probably have to square bale that, but I don't think his will have any trouble. So anyway, that'll be about it for that. I do have some fields away from home. There might be some second crop, but I've still got round bales out there to get off yet. So I don't know if we're going to do any of that or not. I want to get on the corn now. The corn is ready to go. Probably actually could have already been going on the corn, but we've had such nice weather here now this last week. I wanted to get the haying done because the haying, obviously that requires better weather than corn chopping. So today we're going to get the silos ready, get the unloaders raised, and get that done. The chopper here, we got that, should be ready to go. Knives are all sharpened, greased, oiled, set the cutter bar. I did run it some yesterday with that new chain I put on, and that all ran good. It'll be the true test, I guess, once we get some corn going through it, because that's when it would jump. But other than that, that should be ready to go. So we're going to be getting into corn chopping now. Get silos filled, do a bag, and hopefully that all goes well. I had a lot of comments on the last video asking how our manure system ordeal is going. Haven't really done anything with it. We jetted it, didn't work. I think it's plugged right at the bottom of the pump with bedding or whatever. So the next step is going to be to pull the plunger out, see if we can get in there from the barn end. But for right now, we've just been cleaning by hand. We pulled the chain out of the gutter. That's older skid steer with no cab on it, fits in the barn nice. So we've just been bedding the gutters and pulled the grates and the chain out. And for now, that's been working well. So I want to get this corn and get all this stuff done, and then we'll go back to that project. But for right now, we're just cleaning by hand. I haven't messed with the pump really, other than I turn it on once in a while just to see if it would happen to push through. But so far, it hasn't. So anyway, like I said, I think we're going to wrap that up. I'm not going to probably get any videos of working on the silos today, because that's just folding the unloaders up and raising them. There's nothing real exciting going on there, hopefully. I guess if you have a cable break or something, it could get exciting. But anyway, so I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Reserve champion commercial contract is still in the house.